Hello and welcome to another beauty box unboxing. Now this one came out a couple of weeks ago, probably at the beginning of January. It's from Marks and Spencer. It's the Wellness Box 2025, costs £30 and it's worth over £100. And I actually did order it, I think just after I did my last video, which was New Year's Day. But then I fell quite poorly, which I'll tell you about at the end of the video. So I haven't been very well for a couple of weeks, and today is the first day that I've felt in a fit enough state to be able to do a video. And luckily for me, at the time of filming, this is still available from Marks and Spencer's. I don't know how long it's going to be there for, but it's the 19th of January today. So if you see this video in the next couple of days, it might still be there. So they describe it as a curated collection of pampering essentials featuring 4 full-size products and a selection of deluxe travel sizes. So there are 10 products in here altogether, and they're a mix from Marks and Spencer's ranges and also other brands. I've taken the descriptions from either Marks and Spencer's or the brand's websites, whichever was the best description for me. So as you can probably hear, my voice is not great. I'm going to apologise for that up front because it's very croaky. I might need to keep pausing to take sips of water or have a good old cough, but I'm going to do my best for you. So this is a typical kind of January box. It's about helping sleep, calming you down, all that sort of thing. And I did like the look of it, but particularly for the first product in here, which is one of my favourites. And I have to say, it is the main, well, actually there were 2 reasons I wanted the box, but this is one of them. This is by Hardie, and it's the Moringa Cleansing Balm. So this is a 30 grams, so it's a decent size. It's not like one of the tiny mini ones you can get. And the brand does sell this one for £18. A transforming balm to oil cleanser that deeply cleanses and effortlessly removes all traces of makeup, as well as hydrating all skin types. Key ingredients include moringa seed extract, wild sea fennel and vitamin E, which help to balance, purify and minimise the appearance of pores. The luxurious balm is infused with orange, neroli, mandarin, jasmine and rose essential oils to help rejuvenate and deeply condition skin. And with this one, you massage it into dry skin. The balm turns into a nourishing oil, dissolving your makeup and all of the sorts of debris on your face. Then you add water with fingertips, and then it turns into a hydrating milk. Rinse it off with plenty of warm water, or I use a little cloth to get the last bits off. So I'll show you what it looks like. It comes with this, that sort of peels off, and then that's what it looks like. This stuff, I can't tell you how much I love this. It's my favourite makeup cleansing balm, makeup remover cleansing balm. It just goes onto your skin beautifully and feels gorgeously soft. And for me, it's the smell. Oh, I just love that smell. It's quite orangey, which is like one of my favourite smells in the world. One of my friends doesn't like this, which is strange. I thought she'd love it, but if she ever gets it, she gives it to me, so that's good. But it is my favourite. It gets all my makeup off. I use it as the first stage of a 2-part cleansing routine at night time. If I'm wearing makeup, don't use it unless I'm wearing makeup because I don't want to waste it. But obviously you can use it without makeup if you want to, but it just does a really good, and it also gets your eye makeup off, which is good. And they say it's okay to use around eyes. Obviously if you get a big lump of it in your eye, then give it a good old rinse and make sure it comes out with warm water. I'm going to pause because I'm so unprepared and I've forgotten how to do videos that I haven't got any little bits of tissue to clear up after myself, so I'll be back in a sec. Right, the next product in here, it's only a little tiny one, so this must be one of the travel size versions they are talking about. It's by This Works. It's the Deep Sleep 5% Retinoid Complex, and it's 10 mils. So the brand sells 30 mils for £38. So in terms of product value, this is probably worth around £12 or £13. This is a lightweight serum blended with 5% granactive retinoid to reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles without irritating and aggravating the skin. It also has hyaluronic acid to firm and hydrate, vitamin E, which moisturises and soothes, whilst our fMRI tested sleep functional fragrance helps support a good night's sleep. So you apply a pea-sized amount to cleanse skin in the evening, and they suggest following with their deep sleep overnight cream. So I did look up the difference between retinol and granactive retinoid. There was a sciencey kind of explanation, which I'm not very good at explaining, so I'm not going to attempt to do that now. But basically, I think this is a less irritating ingredient, so it's really good for people who struggle with retinol, who might have sensitive skin. So it's worth giving that a try if you're one of those people. And I am actually. I tend to just use retinol products on my forehead where I know my skin's a little bit less sensitive, and don't use it often anywhere else. But I did give this one a go all over last night, and actually there's a nice little routine in this box for you to try. So I used this last night all over my face, no reaction as expected, because that's what they say, it's better for sensitive skin. And yeah, I'm going to keep using it, I think. So I'll show you what it looks like. So it's got a slight tint to it, yellowy green maybe. And it does feel lovely when you blend it in. Now, it does have a smell to it. I think it is like I've got the deep sleep cream. I should have given them a smell together to see if they're the same. Let me just try that. Yeah, it does smell like that. I couldn't tell when I put it on my hand then, because it smelled like the Emma Hardie still. But yes, it smells like their deep night cream, which you would expect. And that actually is one of my favourite sleep aid beauty products, because it's always worked for me. And last night I had an uninterrupted, gosh, get my words right, I have been poorly, an uninterrupted night's sleep last night, which I suppose I could put down to some of the products in here. So that's the first one. And then the second one, oh, by the way, I meant to say, when they said it's been fMRI tested or whatever that was, that actually, because I didn't know what that meant, and that stands for functional magnetic resonance imaging, which I think is when they test, it's like a brain scan, I guess. So maybe they've tested someone sleeping while using this, I don't know. But anyway, it did seem to do a good job for me last night. And the next thing that I used with this is, now this is a Marks and Spencer's range, and one of the things I love about this box is some things come wrapped in tissue paper. So I just thought, I have already unwrapped them, but I thought I'd show you. And this is such a cute little jar as well, isn't it? That is gorgeous. It feels really heavy as well and well made. So this is Formula Sleep and Replenish Ultimate Sleep Cream. It's 15 mils, so not much. And you can get 50 mils for £22.50. So I guess this is worth around £6 or £7 in terms of product value. Marks and Spencer say our ultimate sleep cream is like 8 hours of sleep in a jar. It's formulated to work in harmony with your body's natural circadian rhythm to tackle dryness, dullness and deep wrinkles overnight. Ingredients include Olea Vitae, a plant-based oil to support your skin cells, plus Matrixel 3000, a powerful peptide blend that helps to smooth wrinkles and improve tone and elasticity. You'll also find marula oil for its skin-maintaining fatty acids and antioxidant niacinamide, which is known for its anti-aging properties. From your first use, wake up to skin that feels nourished and rejuvenated with visibly improved smoothness. And you apply an amount of this to your face and neck using small upward strokes every evening after cleansing, and you can layer it on top of your favourite serum or whatever. So I did actually put this on after this works. I can't see whether that's the right way around. And I like this cream a lot. I'm not sure whether I've had this before, you know. I did mean to check and I forgot to do that, but it definitely rings a bell. It's quite a nice thick consistency. I don't know whether you can see that. And it smells good as well. I always like a good smelling product. Let me put that there. So I don't know whether you can see. That's a very awkward angle I've just done. That was very silly. But I can feel that on my skin. It's beautifully soft. It smells gorgeous. It's a very light fragrance, almost fruity. It's a beautiful, beautiful smell. But with that on top of this one, it did really well. And then there's a third product. Now, bear in mind, because I've been ill, and to be honest, until yesterday, the thought really of doing a video, I didn't think I'd be able to manage it. So I didn't open this box until yesterday. So I've had to use all of the products last night and today. This is the next product I used. And again, it's a night one. So I was thinking, how am I going to use this? But they actually do all work together. So this is another Marks and Spencer's kind of range. This is Fresh Elements, I think is the range, and it's the Hydrate face mask, 50 mils. So 150 mils is £9.50. This will be worth around £3, £4 in terms of product value, I guess. So they say this is a cool and refreshing overnight mask that's clinically proven to hydrate while you sleep. This formula helps to plump and revive the skin thanks to hydrating hyaluronic acid and smoothing squalane. Mango butter gives the mask a deeply I'm reading the wrong word. Moisturize. I'm reading what I expect to see then, not the actual word that's written. A deeply moisturizing base, bringing a burst of fatty acids to the skin for a softening effect. It's formulated to support those with dry, very dry or patchy skin. And you apply it directly to cleanse skin or on top of a night cream when in need of extra hydration. So they all actually work together because you can put this on top of a night cream. Now, maybe I was a little bit overly cautious because it's the time of year when my skin is not at its best. So I just actually put this on my forehead, which is probably one of the most driest areas at the moment. And it did feel like it had got that extra coverage. It was a really nice feeling. So let me show you where, let's do it on this hand actually. Oh, that was a little bit unexpected and too much. I'm wasting that now. This is what it looks like. So it's quite a lightweight feeling still. I'll just put a little bit on there. And again, it smells beautiful. It smells different to the other one, I think. Yeah, it does smell different, but again, it's a very light, maybe fruity. I'm not sure. My nose has been through illness, so my sense of smell is not the best at the moment. But the one thing I did notice was my forehead did feel really cool. So I guess if you're someone who does suffer from hot flushes and that hotness at night, it might be a good one for you to use. But it did feel really nice using it. So I am going to use the 3 of these all together. They did a great job. I had an no, I've done it again. Uninterrupted. I want to say uninterrupted night's sleep, which was really good. Okay, the next product in here. Now we go to a non-Marks and Spencer's range now. This is by Archive. This is the Future Youth Treatment Mask. So this is for your hair. It's a full size, 180 grams. It's worth £14. So it is quite a decent size. Future Youth your hair with a potent blend of baobab oil, shea butter and coconut oil to look after dry strands. Our weightless mask will treat your hair with TLC, leaving it feeling hydrated and cared for. And they say baobab oil is for scalp moisture and hair shine. Baobab protein helps hair resilience, increases strength and elasticity. Coconut oil brings high shine and conditioning properties, and shea butter leaves hair shiny and supple. And the brand lists the fragrance. Now, you know I love a good fragrance description. As Future Bloom, which was created to emulate a sun-soaked summer walk. Green, sweet head notes of mandarin, rhubarb and currant buds hover delicately over a confident heart of white florals. The warming ground notes of vanilla, tea rose and white musk creep through increasingly throughout the day, keeping you enveloped in a lasting hug both morning and evening. Love that. Anyway, I have used this today. Now, what I love about this is the way that you use it. So you, after shampooing, you work a dollop, nice word, dollop of the mask through the mid-lengths to ends and then up to the root and scalp. Leave to sit for 3 minutes. Yay! And then rinse thoroughly. I love a mask that says 3 to 5 minutes. It's just my ideal kind of thing, and to use while you're actually in the process of washing your hair as well. So use this today and I liked it. It was a lot lighter feeling than I thought it would be. And when I got it out, first of all, I thought, oh, I'm going to need to use quite a lot of it to coat my hair, but I didn't. It sort of did that thing where it just sort of, as you're combing it through, it goes on a little bit further than you expect it to. So that's what it's like. I don't know whether you can see the consistency there is quite lightweight, and it does smell nice. It does smell quite floral, I think, but not overly so. I can't smell it that much now, funnily enough. I could smell it when I was using it in the shower a lot more, but it could be because my nose has been sort of battered by all the different smells and it's not used to it. But it was nice and I really enjoyed using it because it's my kind of mask. I think my hair looks okay. I have used some whey hair oil in as well. And for this time of year, it's not doing bad. So I'm happy with this. I'll be using it a lot more, I think. Now, the next thing that we get, this was wrapped in tissue as well, and I haven't looked at it properly yet. So I thought I'd save it for the video. So it comes in this box. Now, this for some people will probably be a bit of a boring one, but I like it, and I like the fact that it's presented in a box. I've cut through the sticky bits so I can pull it out, but I haven't seen it yet. So this is the full reveal. There we go. So it's a face massager. It's full size, worth £10. Now, I haven't actually written a description on this because it's fairly, I think we all know what face massagers do. I don't use these, funnily enough. But if you wanted to use it, I know that they say keep it in the fridge to help. It's quite cold anyway. It's one of those ones that is quite cold to the touch. I just can't, I know it's a terrible thing, and I know people will probably say, oh, you should give it a go, but I can't be bothered. I know that's bad. I know that's bad. But anyway, I keep these things because I like to collect little tools and things. So that one will go with my collection. Right, the next thing in here is by Dr. Pawpaw. It's Shea Butter Balm, 10 mils. This is £4.75 on the brand's website. Formulated with rich natural ingredients, including shea butter, which soothes, nourishes and locks in moisture, pawpaw fruit, which rejuvenates, nourishes and hydrates, aloe vera, full of antioxidants and soothing antibacterial properties, olive oil, gently hydrates the skin without feeling greasy, and castor oil, which helps maintain moisture and protect the skin. So this can be used in a variety of ways to hydrate lips, nourish dry cuticles, patches of skin, shape brows, tame flyaway hairs, and it contains calming and healing properties that work to soothe skin and provide relief. Now, I actually, often when I see these in there, I'm like, oh, mainly because I don't tend to use the tinted ones, but this isn't a tinted one. This is the kind that I like to get because I will use it on my lips overnight. It's almost like an overnight mask, and it really helps. And I have needed this a lot because while I was ill, my lips went really bad, really dry, really bitty. That sounds horrible, but they were horrible. So I need it. So I was running out of my overnight lip. It's like in a little pot that I use. So this is really good for me. Now, the only thing that I will say is when I tried to use it last night, I couldn't get the product out. I was squeezing and it just wouldn't work. So I ended up having to find a little staple to poke down there and sort of make it so that the stuff would come out. And it does. She says it's not coming out again now. It's really difficult to get out. There, I don't know if you can see that. There it is. And it is, it's very thick balm. It's what you expect it to be. and it's fine. It's going to do a good job for me, hopefully. Now I'm going to pause for a second while I have a sip of water because I can feel my throat going. I'll be back in a sec. Right, the next product is by Bloom and Blossom. It's Hands Up Hand Cream, 50 mils, full size this is, and it's worth £18. Fast absorbing and ultra nourishing, this hand cream packs a punch, hydrating, repairing, brightening and restoring. It contains niacinamide, which is packed with vitamin B3 to help improve signs of skin damage. Licorice root extract. This is crammed with antioxidants to brighten skin, reduce inflammation and even skin tone. Shea butter, rich in vitamins A and E to hydrate, nourish and lock in moisture. And in terms of fragrance, they describe this as a bergamot, ylang-ylang and cedarwood blend, which is a bit strange. I must admit, the fragrance on this I'm not overly keen on. I'm not sure what it is that's in there. I have had this before, but in a much smaller size, and used it as my overnight hand cream, because as well as overnight lip products, I always put a hand cream on at night. I'm less good at doing it in the daytime. I often don't, and that's my fault. That's one of my things that I've got to start doing more. But at night I always put hand cream on. So that's what it looks like. It's fairly lightweight, and actually, do you know what? It smells better now. I'm sure my nose is playing up. It smells, oh, squeeze it out. I'm not well. It smells better than it did last night. Yeah, I actually get some kind of citrusy. Did they say there was a citrusy thing? I'm not sure, but I get something quite nice. So yeah, maybe my nose is repairing its nose buds. Okay, so that's a good one for me again. The next product, love, again wrapped in tissue paper. I have looked, so it does look a little bit messy. This is a little votive, sorry about the noise, candle. Now this is from the Marks and Spencer's Apothecary range, and this is Calm Votive Candle. It's 60 grams. Now I'm not sure on the value of this, because when I looked on the Marks and Spencer website, I think the candles were bigger, but they were measured differently. They were measured dimensionally instead of by weight, so I'm not entirely sure on value. But you can get a small version of this candle for £8. It does look different though, and it's got a little cork topper on it, so I'm not entirely sure. So I think that this fragrance contains the essential oils of delicate lavender with citrus, cedarwood and sweet orange, known for creating a soothing and relaxing effect. So let's have a little sniff. I have cheated. Oh, that lipstick all over. I have cheated actually and smelt this before, and it's what you expect it to be. It's quite calming, but it's lovely, and it's a lovely little candle that will go with my other candles. I have been lighting them this year, actually up until when I was poorly, because I didn't want that smoky feel in the room, but I must start doing it again because I've got loads. Okay, now finally in this box we have another one from the Apothecary range. This is the Restful Eau de Parfum. It's 50 ml, which is a full size, and it's worth £12. Embrace a moment of calm with this expertly blended fragrance. It showcases notes of black pepper and warming frankincense, which mingle with soothing cedarwood and rose to create a sense of balance and calm. Now, I actually love Marks and Spencer's fragrances. They're very, very reasonably priced. For some of the ranges, you can even get the little tester ones. I don't think for this range, but it would be nice if you could. Or you can get small bottles to try out, and they're just so reasonably priced, and they smell so good. This one is no exception. It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that's turned into, but that is, oh, I don't know, it's a strange smell, you know. I can't really explain this without sounding horrible, but there's almost like a smell of skin in there, and I can't explain. I can't really explain what I mean, but I put it on my arm yesterday, and I was thinking, there's a strong smell of skin. If you might know what I mean. I think everybody's skin has an individual smell, doesn't it? But there's a smell in there that just reminds me of skin. Anyway, I don't know why I'm pulling that up. It's down here today. Yeah, and it's there again. So I don't know what that is, but it's really nice. It's beautiful. I like this a lot, and I will put it up there now, actually. The initial smell, it's kind of like what you expect it's going to be. It's quite relaxing and calming, a nice sort of smell. It tones down quite quickly though, and becomes, it does evolve quite well into something much better than that initial first spray. I don't really like the initial one as much, but what it actually turns into is gorgeous. Anyway, so that's the end of the box. I actually love this box more than I thought I would. I bought it for the Emma Hardie and for the fragrance and the candle, actually. But I bought it for the Emma Hardie, so I got what I wanted out of it, but I got more because I then got this retinoid complex, which I've never tried before. I've tried the Deep Sleep night cream from This Works, but not this, and I actually might try them together because I think I've still got some of the night cream. And then the Marks and Spencer, now their creams are fabulous. You really should try them because they are so reasonably priced, and I think they're great. And that's a lovely one as well to try, as is this, very cooling, hydrating. So a nice little package of nighttime skincare there. Then we have the hair product, which is just the kind of mask that I need at this time of year with my hair. It is the worst time of year for me and my hair, me and everything, to be fair. Then we had the Dr. Pawpaw, which I am actually in need of at the moment, so I was pleased with that. The hand cream, always need hand cream, and that is a good one to use. It does make your hands feel really nice and soft, although I've got that many products on this one. It feels amazing. Then the candle, I always love a candle, and of course the eau de parfum, which I think is really worth trying. Yeah, already I can smell that skin smell. I don't know what it is. Anyway, that's the end of the box. So hopefully, if you like the look of it, it is still available. Quick update on the beginning of January. The beginning of January, it wasn't the best for me. So I had my auntie's funeral on the 2nd of January. I did my video on the 1st, then I had my auntie's funeral on the 2nd. I don't think I mentioned it in my video because, you know, I was trying to be all positive, New Year, that sort of thing. So that was a bit of a stressful day in terms of emotions, but it was lovely to see my family, and it was nice to see them and hear the memories of particularly her grandchildren, which was beautiful moment. So then I think I was fine the next day, and it was probably around about the 4th that I suddenly felt really, really ill. I had my nails done in the morning by my wonderful next door neighbour, Laura, who I've decided I am going to keep using her for my nails because I'm really liking her style and how she's progressing and everything. And we have discussed it, and apparently I can put, if I wanted to show you a nail colour, I could put it over this as long as I then remove it with a non-acetone remover or something like that. She's told me what to do. Anyway, on that night, from nowhere, I just went slap bang, coughing, and a very high temperature. I felt awful, and I felt awful for a week. I was in bed until Wednesday, and then I felt awful after that, and then I was going to go back on Monday to working from home. I don't normally take sick leave because working from home is, you know, it's easy when you're ill, but I was so poorly. I tried to turn on the computer and I couldn't even work out what I was doing. So I've had this week off as well, and I went to the doctor, and I've got sinusitis, which is probably why I'm talking strangely. So yeah, it's been a bit of a rubbish start, but now knowing me, I could either have gone into full SAD mode and gone, oh, woe is me, what a horrible start to the new year, or I could turn it around. So I reframed my perspective, and I thought, right, I'm going to get all the rubbish out at the beginning of the year and push ahead with positivity for the rest of the year. So that's my kind of aim to do. A couple of things in terms of beauty. I had an email to say I'd got some Space NK rewards which were about to expire, so I bought, and I'm really pleased. I don't know whether I bought it in actually. I've used Way hair oil, and I normally get it for my birthday, which is in the summer, and for Christmas, but I forgot to ask for it for Christmas. So I managed to get some Way hair oil for £11 for 45 mils instead of 26, so very happy about that. I've ordered the latest in Beauty Box New Year Due You. Watch this space. With the code WTS10, I got 10% off plus free delivery. You can probably get it for cheaper out there. There's usually better codes. So it was £28.80. So hopefully that will come next week and I can film that next week. And also my OK box is on the way. I was hoping it would be here for this weekend, but it's not. The only other thing really is I've been feeding the birds. I've got so many interesting birds coming in the garden, but I'll tell you about that next week, because next week is the, I think it's next week, is the RSPB Bird Watch. So if you're into your birds, I strongly recommend that you sign up for that, because it's actually, it sounds boring and like what an old lady would do like me, but it's actually really a nice way to spend an hour. So the other thing that I did was I felt well enough yesterday to go to a Reiki share. So this is where people who have been taught Reiki can all join together and sort of join their energies together and just provide a very, it's almost like a battery energy power or an electric circuit. I don't know. She did explain it, but it was very therapeutic. And it's given, I do feel like I've been given that burst of energy that I needed, that clear out of all the negative energy and just a big old burst of positive. So it was great. One of the things that I want to do this year, and I thought I'd share this with you as I go through it, is I'm trying to do more sort of manifestation things for life, for not material things, but more for how I feel and what happens to me in life. So the first thing that I'm going to do this week, you've got to say things like, today something amazing is going to happen to me. And then when that you say that in the morning when you wake up, and then at night you say tomorrow something amazing is going to happen to me. So I'm going to start that and see if that helps. And the other one was to just be kind, be as kind as you can. Even if you don't like somebody or somebody annoys you, just be kind. And the third thing is to smile, which, you know, sometimes you walk around the supermarket with a smile on your face, you do feel a little bit strange. But you know what? If I see someone with a smile on their face, I automatically warm to them. So I've been trying to walk with a smile on my face, which is harder than it sounds. But it does automatically make you feel better yourself as well. And then hopefully the people that see you feel better. So that's my things that I'm going to do. So all these good things that you can try and project yourself will hopefully bring you, I think the theory is that if you project good energy, you'll get good energy back. So anyone wants to join me trying it, that's for this week. In the meantime, I have been given this burst of great positive energy, so I'm going to give some to you. So I hope that you can feel this energy and use it wherever you want it to go, whether it's for a physical ailment or something that's bothering you emotionally. Just take it. I can feel it literally really coming out of my hands now. So please take this, and you can come back to this video if you want to and get some more. Concentrate on the area that you want this energy to go to, especially if it's physical or if it's emotional. Think about your heart, think about what you're feeling, what you want, or if you want to go to someone else or a pet. Animals are good with me. Then think of that animal now. Take this healing, good, positive, pure energy and use it however you need to. It's really strong, I can feel it. And on that note, I shall say goodbye. And hopefully, as long as I stay feeling positive, energized and well, I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.